This is Kenya News Update today. What if I told you a multi-million-dollar NFL career was almost derailed by a single Instagram post? Coming up, you'll discover how a hacker's elaborate scheme fooled the entire sports world and what it reveals about the dangerous intersection of social media and professional sports. Meet Rashan Gary, a first-round draft pick for the Green Bay Packers, a star edge rusher. On Friday, March 6, 2026, his digital life was hijacked. Farewell post appeared on his Instagram account announcing his departure from the team. It looked real, it sounded real, and within minutes it went absolutely viral. But here's the twist. Rashan Gary never wrote a single word. His account was hacked. This is the story of a digital heist that shook the NFL. For Rashan Gary, Friday started like any other offseason day. The 28-year-old defensive end, a former Michigan Wolverine, was preparing for the 2026 season. Then, the internet exploded. A post on his verified Instagram account stated he and the Green Bay Packers were parting ways. It was the classic, thank you farewell post athletes use when they're traded or released, and everyone believed it. Why? Because the expectation all offseason was that the Packers would cut ties with Gary. He was due $19.5 million in 2026 with zero guaranteed money. The financial logic was there. So when the post dropped, it wasn't just fans sharing it. NFL insiders, including top reporters, amplified the news. Tom Pelissero of the NFL Network shared a screenshot to his millions of followers. The story had all the markings of a major off-season transaction, but here's the part that will blow your mind. The post was a complete fabrication, an elaborate digital forgery. According to ESPN's Rob Demovsky, a source close to the situation revealed the truth. Gary had not been told by the team he would be released or traded. In fact, his Instagram account was hacked. The post was deleted, but the damage was done. The rumor mill was in overdrive. This wasn't a simple password guess. This was a targeted, sophisticated attack designed to create maximum chaos. The hacker understood NFL contract dynamics, fan psychology, and media cycles. They crafted a message that was perfectly plausible. They exploited the existing trade rumors surrounding Gary. And they timed it for a Friday afternoon, knowing it would dominate the sports news cycle all weekend. Think about the stakes. We're talking about a player's livelihood, a team's strategic plans, and millions of dollars in potential contract negotiations. A fake post like this could artificially tank a player's trade value or create irreversible bad blood with a franchise. For Rashan Gary, it meant having to publicly deny a career-altering move he never made. The Packers' front office likely had to scramble to control the narrative, and for fans in Kenya and around the world who follow the NFL passionately, it was a stark lesson in trust. But here's what nobody's talking about. This incident exposes a massive vulnerability in modern sports. An athlete's social media account is now a high-value target. It's not just for stealing personal photos. It's a weapon for market manipulation and misinformation. A single hacked post can move betting lines, influence fantasy football drafts, and shape public perception overnight. The line between reality and digital fiction is thinner than ever. So where does this leave Rashan Gary and the Packers? The report makes it clear. Just because he was hacked doesn't mean a trade or release is off the table. The financial reality of that $19.5 million non-guaranteed salary for 2026 still looms large. The hacking incident is a bizarre sidebar to the real business of the NFL, but it raises a terrifying question for every athlete with a blue checkmark. If it can happen to Rashan Gary, it can happen to anyone. Your digital identity is only as secure as your weakest password. The post is gone, the account is presumably secured, but the precedent is set. Welcome to the new playbook for sports chaos, not a leaked document, but a hacked Instagram feed. This is more than a prank. It's a warning. Do you think teams should now treat a player's social media as critical infrastructure? Should there be league-wide cybersecurity protocols for athletes? Drop your take in the comments. And remember, in the age of viral news, verify before you amplify. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more breaking news that cuts through the noise.